Hi, fourth graders, maybe fifth graders too. This is Mrs. Jordan. I miss you guys. And some of your teachers have asked me to review some of your math lessons that you did before we got put on hold for a little while. So I'm going to be reviewing math lessons with you. And I'm going to use some of our props that we have at our house. We just moved into our new house. So Mr. Jordan's actually going to show you all the props behind us. We haven't organized them yet, but we're going to use these for math manipulatives to help us review. So the first lesson that we are going to review is one that fourth grade did right before we left, and that is understanding how fractions and decimals are actually the same thing. So we're going to use Stuart here. Stuart's my favorite minion, and Stuart is in Minion Town here. These Legos are Minion Town, and Stuart has been given 100 pegs, Lego pegs, for his garden because he loves to grow banana trees. He loves bananas. So the thing about Stuart though is he likes to have an organized garden. So what he's done is something very smart, and he's organized his garden into 10 equal rows. So he could keep track of his banana trees and they're not a mess like Mrs. Jordan would do. So I'm going to, first of all, let's see. He was given 100 pegs out of 100. So right now he has 100 pegs out of the 100 he was given, which is the same thing as one whole garden. Sometimes people might say one whole like this, like one whole dollar. So this is showing how 100 of his pegs is the same thing as one whole garden. Now, Stuart watches over time and waiting for his banana trees to grow so he can eat, and he gets very excited because he sees one banana tree start to grow. So 1 out of 100 pegs has started to grow, which is the same thing as saying 100th. So he doesn't have a group of 10 yet, so we would have a 0 in the 10th place, but he has 1 little 100th growing. So 100th is the same thing as, in a decimal form, 100th, 1 in the 100th spot. Now, Stuart is very patient. He waters his trees. He makes sure they get a little bit of organic fertilizer so they start growing nice and tall. So you can see now he has 4 out of 100 have grown up, which is the same thing as saying he doesn't have a 10th yet, so we still have a 0, but he has 4 out of the 100. He's patient and he watches them grow. Yay, bananas! Nana, banana! He loves his bananas. And they're growing. Oh, look, his whole row finally came up, which is the same thing as 10 out of his 100 pegs. And I can even pull this one up. He wouldn't do this on his garden, but you can see that I have all his bananas on 1/10 of his plot, which is the same thing as finally we have something in the 10th spot. He has a whole 10th. He doesn't have any extra hundredths, so we put a 0. So 10 hundredths is the same thing as 10 hundredths, or if we get rid of this, we could say 1/10. So this is how Stuart likes to grow his garden, in hundredths, so he could keep track, his eyeball, he could keep track of his banana trees using both fractions and decimals. So once he has almost all his banana trees, if I had 99 of them, he would have 99 out of the whole 100 possible, which is the same thing as 99 hundredths in decimal form. That's not a very good decimal. Okay, I think that's all I have for you today. Check back tomorrow. If you have some way to show hundredths, tenths, or wholes at home, maybe with money, maybe with some food, feel free to post it on the Google Classroom. You guys know how to get on there. I would love to see your pictures or any posts, and I will reply to you as soon as I can. Look forward to some more videos coming soon. Miss you all.